How frequent should a husband and wife be intimate with one another? Well, here's what the scriptures say. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5, do not deprive one another, except perhaps by agreement for a limited time, that you may devote yourselves to prayer, but then come together again so that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Paul's advice to married couples is that they should be regularly intimate with one another, to not deprive one another. So in other words, marital sexual intimacy between husband and wife is to be a regular thing. Now you might ask, well, why is that the case? Well, Paul gives the reason in that because of your lack of self-control, because of Satan tempting you towards sexual immorality. So you got to think a little bit in regards to just the busyness of everyday life in terms of because of work or childcare or other duties, how often we just let this part of life slip. Or maybe we might have a misconception towards marital sexual intimacy, probably from Hollywood or the media, that it should be spontaneous. In fact, it actually should be planned. You should put as much effort in scheduling your kids' programs or your vacation or various activities, and Google Calendar time spent with husband and wife devoted to one another and enjoying one another's bodies. That is the wise course of action. Without planning, nothing really happens now in terms of life in the city. You might ask, well, okay, is that really necessary? Well, think about the cases when there is cheating going on, particularly for the spouse going overseas for a long time. Many of the times it's the husband. You think about situations where there are immigrant families where the husband, and this is the case in Asia, in China a lot, in Hong Kong as well, where they are a satellite dad, a family where they sent the wife and the kids over, and then they just remain in China for work and or business, and for an extended period of time, months, perhaps even years. And unfortunately, the case is that many of the times they end up having a mistress. Why is that the case? Well, people have sexual needs, and in this case, without fulfilling those needs, they commit sexual immorality. Now, of course, that's not to blame the spouse, but it is the reality that the Apostle Paul recognizes that Christians should be aware of, and this is one of the ways to combat sexual immorality.